Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Shower.
Hey guys, we are so happy to have you here with us today.
Today, you'll learn how to talk about emotions.
That's right. We're going to explore how to express your feelings naturally in English through real stories and conversations.
Before we start, if you enjoy our conversations, please subscribe to the channel.
Yes, your support really helps us keep making these videos for you.
Shall we begin?
Let's do it.
So, Lisa, something happened to me yesterday that I'm still thinking about.
Oh, what happened?
I was at the cafe writing, and this elderly couple sat next to me.
Okay.
They were holding hands, just quietly reading together.
Aw, that's sweet.
It was, but here's the thing.
What?
I felt this wave of emotion watching them.
What kind of emotion?
It's hard to describe. Warmth, but also sadness.
Bittersweet?
Exactly. That's the perfect word for it.
Why sadness, though?
I suppose I was thinking about my grandparents.
Oh, Liam.
They used to sit like that too, before my grandfather passed.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It was a beautiful memory, actually.
That's what bittersweet means, right?
Precisely. Sweet because you cherish the memory.
But bitter because they're gone.
Yes, two emotions at once.
I totally get that feeling.
Do you?
Yeah, I felt it when my brother moved to California last year.
That must have been difficult.
It was. I was so proud of him getting that job.
But you'd miss him terribly.
Exactly. I actually cried at the airport.
That's completely natural.
I know, but I felt embarrassed crying in public.
Why embarrassed?
I don't know. People were staring.
They were probably sympathizing, not judging.
You think so?
Absolutely. Everyone understands goodbyes.
That makes me feel better.
You said you felt embarrassed. How would you describe that physically?
Oh, my face got hot and red.
Your face flushed.
Yeah, and I wanted to disappear.
That's mortified, really.
Mortified sounds so dramatic.
Well, isn't embarrassment dramatic in the moment?
True. Everything feels huge when it's happening.
Exactly. Emotions aren't always proportional to the situation.
What do you mean?
Sometimes small things trigger big feelings.
Oh, like when someone's tone of voice bothers you.
Perfect example.
That happened to me last week.
Tell me.
My roommate said fine in this really sharp way.
Just the word fine?
Yeah, but the way she said it,
Made you feel something.
it made me feel hurt, honestly.
Because it wasn't really fine at all.
Exactly. She was clearly annoyed with me.
Did you talk to her about it?
Not right away. I needed time to process.
That's wise. Processing emotions is important.
What do you do when someone hurts your feelings?
I usually withdraw for a bit.
Withdraw?
I need space to think things through.
Me too. I can't talk when I'm upset.
Some people are the opposite, though.
What do you mean?
They need to talk immediately to feel better.
Oh, right. My sister's like that.
Everyone processes differently.
That's so true. Hey, can I ask you something personal?
Of course.
What's the strongest emotion you've ever felt?
Wow, that's a big question.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
No, it's all right. I'm just thinking.
Take your time.
Probably grief when my grandmother died.
I'm sorry, Liam.
Thank you. It was 3 years ago now.
Does it still hurt?
Not the same way. It's softer now.
Softer.
At first, it was this sharp, crushing pain.
That sounds awful.
It was. I couldn't breathe properly for days.
Literally couldn't breathe?
Well, I could, but it felt heavy, like weight on my chest.
Grief is physical, isn't it?
Very much so. I didn't expect that.
What else did you feel physically?
Exhaustion. I was so tired all the time.
Even though you weren't doing anything?
Exactly. Grief is exhausting.
How did you get through it?
Honestly, time, mostly.
Just time?
And letting myself feel it, not pushing it away.
That must have been hard.
It was, but necessary.
You're brave for doing that.
I don't know about brave.
No, really. A lot of people avoid their feelings.
That's true. It's easier to distract yourself.
But it doesn't actually help, does it?
Not in the long run, no.
The feelings just come back later.
Exactly. Sometimes even stronger.
Have you ever felt overwhelmed by emotions?
Many times.
What does that feel like for you?
Like everything's happening at once and I can't sort through it.
Yes, like too many tabs open in your brain.
That's a very modern metaphor.
But accurate, right?
Completely accurate.
What do you do when you feel that way?
I write, usually.
In your journal?
Yes, it helps me organize my thoughts.
I should try that.
You don't journal?
No, I talk to my friends instead.
That works too.
Different methods for different people.
Exactly. What about positive emotions?
What about them?
Do you express those easily?
That's interesting.
Why?
I think I'm better at expressing negative ones.
Really?
Yeah. When I'm happy, I just am. I don't think about it.
But when you're sad, you analyze it.
Exactly. Isn't that weird?
Not at all. It's quite common, actually.
Why do we do that?
I think negative emotions demand our attention.
Like warning signals?
Precisely. They're trying to tell us something.
That makes sense. What about you?
I'm probably the same now that I think about it.
When was the last time you felt really, truly happy?
Last month, actually.
Oh, what happened?
I finished writing my novel.
Liam, that's amazing.
Thank you. It took 2 years.
2 years. Wow.
When I typed the final sentence, I just sat there.
What were you feeling?
Relief first, like this huge weight lifted.
That makes sense.
Then pride started creeping in.
As it should.
And then I actually cried.
You cried from happiness?
Yes. Is that strange?
Not at all. That's beautiful.
I didn't expect it.
Happy tears are real.
They are. It was quite overwhelming, actually.
Overwhelming in a good way.
Exactly. All these emotions flooding in at once.
Joy, relief, pride.
And gratitude, too.
Gratitude for what?
For being able to do what I love.
That's so lovely, Liam.
Thank you. What about you? When did you last feel pure joy?
Oh, that's easy. Last weekend.
What happened?
I went hiking with my dad.
Just the two of you?
Yeah, we haven't done that since I was a kid.
That sounds special.
It was. We got to this viewpoint at sunrise.
Beautiful timing.
And we just stood there, not talking, watching the sky change colors.
Peaceful.
More than peaceful. It was magical.
What did you feel?
Connected. To him, to nature, to everything.
That's profound.
I know it sounds cheesy.
Not at all. That's a genuine moment.
I actually said to him, I'm so happy right now.
You said it out loud?
Yeah, I don't usually do that.
What did he say?
He squeezed my shoulder and said, Me too, kiddo.
Oh, that's touching.
Right? I almost cried.
Almost?
I held it in.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't want to ruin the moment.
But crying wouldn't have ruined it.
You're right. I was just feeling shy, I guess.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable. Even with my own dad.
Vulnerability is difficult, even with people we love.
Why is that?
Fear of judgment, perhaps, or fear of being too much.
Too much.
Too emotional, too sensitive, too intense.
Oh, I worry about that all the time.
Do you?
Yeah. Like, am I overreacting? Am I being dramatic?
Those thoughts are common.
Really?
Absolutely. Especially for people who feel things deeply.
Do you ever feel like that?
Often, yes.
But you seem so calm and composed.
That's just how I appear.
What are you feeling inside?
Usually much more than people realize.
Seriously?
Yes, I'm quite sensitive, actually.
I never would have guessed.
I hide it well, British Reserve and all that.
The famous British stiff upper lip.
Exactly. It's cultural conditioning.
Do you think that's healthy?
Honestly, no.
Why not?
Suppressing emotions takes energy.
And it's exhausting?
Very, and it doesn't make the emotions go away.
They just build up inside.
Precisely. Until something small triggers a big reaction.
Oh, like when I cried over a coffee commercial last week?
Commercial?
It was about a dad and daughter, don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I understand completely.
It wasn't really about the commercial.
What was it about?
I think I was just stressed and needed to cry.
And the commercial gave you permission.
Exactly, that's exactly it.
Sometimes we need that outlet.
Yeah, better a commercial than nothing, right?
Absolutely. Crying is healthy.
Do you cry often?
Not often, but when I do, I really do.
What do you mean?
When I finally let myself cry, it's intense.
Like everything comes out at once?
Yes, exactly that.
I get that. It's cathartic.
Very much so. Do you know what helps me?
What?
Music. Sad music, specifically.
Really? Doesn't that make it worse?
You'd think so, but no.
How does it help?
It validates what I'm feeling.
Like someone else understands?
Exactly. Like I'm not alone in feeling this way.
That's beautiful.
Music has this way of expressing what we can't put into words.
So true. What about anger? How do you handle that?
Anger is tricky for me.
Why?
I was taught not to show it.
As a child?
Yes, good boys don't get angry.
That's terrible.
It's common, unfortunately.
So what do you do with your anger now?
I've learned to acknowledge it, at least.
That's progress.
It is, but expressing it still feels uncomfortable.
What about when someone really upsets you?
I usually go very quiet.
You shut down?
In a way, yes. I need time to process before I can talk about it.
That's actually pretty mature.
Is it?
Yeah, better than exploding at someone.
True. What about you? How do you handle anger?
I'm loud.
Loud.
Yeah, I can't hide it at all.
You express it immediately?
Pretty much. My face gets red, my voice gets sharp.
Is that cathartic?
Sometimes, but sometimes I regret it later.
You say things you don't mean.
Exactly. When I'm really mad, I lose my filter.
We all do that sometimes.
Have you ever?
Once or twice, yes.
What happened?
I said something quite harsh to a friend during an argument.
What did you say?
I'd rather not repeat it.
That bad?
Let's just say I immediately regretted it.
Did you apologize?
Yes, profusely.
Did they forgive you?
Eventually, yes, but it damaged the friendship for a while.
That must have been hard.
It was. I felt terrible.
Guilty?
Extremely. I couldn't sleep for days.
Guilt is heavy.
Very heavy. It sits in your stomach like a stone.
That's such a good description.
It's how it feels physically.
I know exactly what you mean.
Have you experienced that?
Yeah, when I forgot my best friend's birthday last year.
Oh no.
I felt awful, like the worst friend ever.
What did you do?
I apologized and took her out for a special dinner.
Did she forgive you?
She did. She said she knew I didn't mean to forget.
That's kind of her.
She's an amazing friend.
Those are precious.
They really are. Hey, can we talk about anxiety?
Of course, that's important.
Do you get anxious?
Quite often, actually.
About what?
The future, mostly. Uncertainty.
Like what might happen?
Exactly. My mind creates scenarios.
Worst case scenarios?
Usually, yes.
Me too. I do that all the time.
It's exhausting, isn't it?
So exhausting. Like worrying about things that haven't even happened.
And probably never will.
Right. So why do we do it?
Our brain's trying to protect us, I suppose,
By imagining disasters?
by preparing for them.
That makes sense, actually.
But it doesn't help.
No, it just makes us stressed.
Exactly. What helps you when you're anxious?
Deep breathing, sometimes.
That's a good technique.
Do you do that?
I try to, and going for walks helps too.
Physical movement.
Yes, it releases the nervous energy.
I never thought of it that way.
Anxiety is stored in the body.
Really?
Yes, tight shoulders, clenched jaw.
Oh, I clench my jaw when I'm stressed.
See? Your body holds the emotion.
So moving helps release it.
Exactly.
That's fascinating. What about loneliness?
That's a difficult one.
You feel it sometimes?
Yes, even when I'm surrounded by people.
Wait, really?
You can be lonely in a crowd.
I felt that too.
Have you?
Yeah, at parties especially.
Why at parties?
Everyone's talking and laughing, but I feel disconnected.
Like you're watching from outside.
Yes, exactly that.
I know that feeling well.
It's strange, isn't it?
It is. Because loneliness isn't about being alone.
What is it about?
Not feeling understood, I think.
Or not feeling seen?
Yes, that too.
That's deep, Liam.
It's something I've thought about a lot.
When do you feel most connected to people?
In honest conversations. Like this one.
Really?
Yes, when people share real things.
Not small talk?
Definitely not small talk.
I hate small talk.
Do you?
Yes, it feels so empty.
I agree. Though sometimes it's necessary.
Like at work functions?
Exactly. Social lubrication.
Social lubrication. That's funny.
But it's true.
It is, but I'd rather have one real conversation than 10 fake ones.
Same here.
That's why I like these conversations with you.
I appreciate that, Lisa.
We can talk about real stuff.
We can. It's refreshing.
Should we do a role play now?
Good idea. Let's give our viewers a practical example.
How about checking in on a friend who seems down?
Perfect scenario. I'll be the friend who's struggling.
Okay, I'll start.
Hey, I've noticed you've been quiet lately. Is everything okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Just tired.
Just tired? You sure?
Yeah, work's been busy.
Liam, I know you. Something else is going on.
I don't want to burden you.
You're not a burden. I'm here because I care.
I appreciate that.
So what's really going on?
Honestly,
I've been feeling a bit lost lately.
Lost how?
Like I'm going through the motions, but not really living.
That sounds really hard.
It is. I feel numb most days.
Have you talked to anyone about this?
You're the first person I've told.
I'm glad you're telling me. That takes courage.
I just don't know what to do about it.
You don't have to figure it out right now.
I don't?
No. Sometimes we just need to acknowledge how we feel first.
You're right. Thank you for listening.
Always. And if you need professional help, that's okay too.
I've been thinking about that.
That's a good step. I'm proud of you for considering it.
Thank you, Lisa. Really.
Anytime. You're not alone in this.
That felt quite real.
It did, because we've both been there, right?
Absolutely, on both sides of that conversation.
The important thing is reaching out.
And being willing to listen without judgment.
Exactly. Not trying to fix everything.
Just being present.
That's all people need sometimes.
You're a good friend, Lisa.
Thanks. You too, Liam.
I think we've covered quite a lot today.
We really have. From bittersweet memories to anxiety to loneliness.
And everything in between.
The whole spectrum of human emotion.
Expressed through real experiences.
That's what makes it relatable.
Exactly. Emotions aren't abstract concepts.
They're lived experiences.
Beautifully put.
Thanks. So what's the main takeaway for our viewers?
That all emotions are valid.
Even the uncomfortable ones?
Especially the uncomfortable ones.
And it's okay to feel multiple things at once.
Absolutely. Life is complex.
Our feelings reflect that complexity.
Precisely.
Okay, let's do a quick recap of what we talked about today.
Good idea. We covered so much.
We started with bittersweet, right?
Yes, that feeling of happiness and sadness mixed together.
Like when you remember someone you've lost.
Or when someone you love moves away.
Then we talked about being mortified or embarrassed.
When your face goes red and you want to disappear.
Exactly. We also talked about grief.
How it's not just emotional, but physical too.
The weight on your chest, the exhaustion.
And how time helps, but you have to let yourself feel it.
We talked about feeling overwhelmed.
Like too many tabs open in your brain.
I loved that metaphor. And we discussed vulnerability.
How it takes courage to be open with our feelings.
Even with people we love.
We also covered anger and how everyone handles it differently.
Some people go quiet. Some people get loud.
Both are valid responses.
We talked about guilt, too.
How it sits in your stomach like a stone.
And anxiety, worrying about things that haven't happened yet.
Our brains trying to protect us, but not really helping.
Loneliness was important.
You can feel lonely even in a crowd.
Because it's about feeling understood, not about being alone.
Exactly. And we talked about connection.
Real conversations versus small talk.
How honesty brings people together.
The big message is that all emotions are valid.
Whether they're comfortable or uncomfortable.
And it's okay to feel multiple things at once.
Life is complex, and our emotions reflect that.
Beautifully said.
Well, that's all for today's episode.
We hope this conversation helped you understand how to talk about emotions in English.
And more importantly, that you feel less alone in your own emotions.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up.
Yes, and leave a comment telling us how you're feeling today.
We'd love to hear from you.
And don't forget to subscribe for more conversations like this.
Thanks so much for being here with us.
Until next time, take care of yourselves.
And remember, whatever you're feeling is okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.